What is Ozempic?
Ozempic.
Yeah.
It's not something that I use.
And a lot of people moving towards it.
Yeah.
I mean, to get back into shape.
Yeah. I mean,
what does it do to your body?
I mean, anybody will look for the shortcut, right?
Mm.
That's the first thing. A lot of people will look for shortcut in anything. Ozempic will give you a bigger problem down the line than what it gives you today.
Mm.
And what I mean by that is it's just masking the deeper problem.
Mm.
The deeper problem of why you can't get into shape is because of your habits, your binging habits, your lifestyle habits. That's why you're out of shape. Not because of now you take Ozempic, now you get into shape. But how long are you going to stay on Ozempic for? Your lifetime? Is that healthy? Probably not. So at some point, we're going to have to come off Ozempic.
So what does it do? It actually cuts down even your skeleton muscle?
Yeah. So Ozempic again, for me personally, I'm always going to say and put this out there, like in terms of the whole science behind it, it's not something I dove into massively because I don't prescribe it to people. The main thing is Ozempic will, in very simple terms, blunt your appetite and ultimately kind of, in a blood sugar balance, it will help with your blood sugar as well. It can be very beneficial for diabetics. So diabetics who take Ozempic, but most people are not diabetic who are taking it. And over time, there is studies that it can start kind of eating away at kind of, your body, your muscles and everything like this. So you're not going to stay on it for a long period of time. If you transform yourself on Ozempic and you get into shape, you'll lose fat 100%. If you want to use it, you're going to lose fat. Why? Because I've heard of people eating 800 calories a day on Ozempic. Now you're going to run into more of a problem than losing body fat. You'll lose the fat. But then what happens when you come off Ozempic is you've not learned any of the habits to actually get there. You've not learned the lifestyle, you've not learned the good habits. So then you start rebounding up the other way. Now, if anybody wants to know, if you run your body on 1,000 calories and then go back to 3,000 calories, you will rebound quicker, faster, get fatter than ever. Way more than before. Way more if you just stayed at 3,000 calories.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's like a catapult. You pull yourself down and then boom, you're up again.
So if I come to you and I say that, Brad, I'm about 130, 140 kgs. Let me start with Ozempic first. I start with Ozempic, I lose about maybe 50 kgs. And then I say, Brad, I want to now join the transformation program. Would you take me?
I would take you.
What would be my course?
Of course. But my biggest goal is to work on the habits, the bad habits that got you to that 150 kg. Because those have got a plaster plus, like a Band-Aid, over it. We haven't fixed it. We have a crack in the table and we've just put some stickers on it. And now it looks okay. Until we actually realize there's a big crack in this table and the table's going to fall apart.
But can we really fix that body later on?
Yeah, you can fix it.
Okay.
Sure. If you want to use Ozempic, get into really good shape and then work on the problems.
Correct.
That's one way you can do it.
Okay. I mean, that's the faster way. I'm saying try to get into shape. Like for someone who's 140, 150 kgs. I mean, first of all, mentally, it's not easy for him to actually go and into a transformation program that is also digital. So first, he needs to cut down his weight to see some motivation.
Yeah.
And then he joins a program like transformation program like yours in order to rebuild his his body mass, muscles.
But it's even less good for him when he sees himself often go back. Most people I've seen use Ozempic have ended up in a worse place than what they ever started Ozempic on. And all those people actually got into shape. What I mean by that is all those people made it from point 1 to point 7 and ended up back at point -5 because they couldn't sustain it. And there's a really good saying that I use is, use a Ferrari again. In terms of, you don't own a Ferrari when you rent it. You learn how to earn it, you learn how to drive it, and then you know how to keep it. And that's your body. I feel like when you're using Ozempic, you're renting a body that you don't know how to control and drive. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
You're renting a body. Stop paying the doctor for the Ozempic. You don't know how to control the body.
Yeah.
Because you're still, as soon as you stop Ozempic, you're thinking about the bad food again.
And the only biggest concern is that you start losing the skeleton muscle. I think that's the massive loss. I mean, apart from the fat loss, which you're planning to, because in most of the transformation program, what we really target is how to reduce the fat over your body and not the muscle. I think, but in Ozempic, it happens the opposite, right?
Yeah. I mean, anything where you cut corners and you speed up is going to come with a side effect. I know you asked me about anabolics at the start, using steroids, right?
Correct.
Of course, there's downfalls to using anabolics.
Yeah.
There is, of course. The stress on the body, the stress on the heart. There is stress from using anabolics in general.
Anxiety issues.
Anxiety issues, mood issues. There can be all this. Because technically you are taking a shortcut, speeding up performance in a sense. But I was doing it from a competitive standpoint. I was doing it to compete. I was doing it to be the best. And if we all, sit in a room today and, we got a card game and someone's going to play with an extra card and you can get away with it. Well, I'm competitive. I'm going to go play with an extra card because I want to win. I'm here to win. So you with me? If it's allowed and we can get an extra card on this table, I'm going to play with my extra card because I'm here to win. So that's the way I seen competitive. And it's the same with, professional fighters. If you look at a footballer, if you look at anything, people might disagree, some people will agree. If they can get away with something, using something to be better and be the best, I guarantee they're going to use it because they're competitive and they want to win. Now, I'm not saying they wouldn't, if it's anabolic related or anything. If they're going to get away with using something, they're going to use it and they're going to use it to the best of their ability because they want to win.
Correct.
That's the way I see the anabolic side in competitive bodybuilding.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, whatever you're saying.